Well, my next guest is starting off the new year with a very exciting title next to her name. Vanessa Avalos is not just an Ohio State University student and aspiring fashion expert, she is also your 2015 Miss Ohio Latina. And as you'll see, it is not just about a beauty pageant, it's more about becoming a role model in the community. So I'm very happy today to be joined by Miss Ohio Latina. So Vanessa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. First of all, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You are holding the crown up well. I don't know how you ladies do it. But let's talk about Miss Ohio Latina. What is it and what's the mission of this pageant?
Miss Ohio Latina is actually the only pageant for Latinas here in Ohio that allows the winner to go on to national competition and also international competition. The pageant allows the candidates to grow in not just personal, but in a more professional area.
So we talk about the kind of the mission of it in that it's not just being a model, but a role model, right? I mean, so do you talk to a lot of other women in your community about doing this?
Yes, I'm very active in the community, actually, especially with my Latino community. It's a hard responsibility because you have to be up there and showing them like the right way to do things.
Sure. Okay, so fashion expert, right?
Yes.
So what do you want to do?
I'm majoring in fashion and retail and in business, so I don't know, after finishing college, I just want to start as a buyer and work myself up.
Okay.
Yep.
So how did you get involved in this pageant?
I was actually not very interested in joining at the first, but my mom actually convinced me. I was one of the girls that had no experience, so that's one of the reasons I really didn't want to join. But that just shows the amazing team that Miss Ohio Latina has. They prepare you very well, and it's not just an 8-month, it's an 8-month process, not just a one-day pageant.
Okay, so you had to go through probably a lot of kind of training and things.
Yes. And
learning. What have you learned from it?
Well, during the 8 months, we have different workshops, which include modeling, runway, self-presence, stage presence, public speaking, so that's one of the things that they prepare us with.
Well, they did well, because you're doing great. Okay, now from somebody who thinks like you, this isn't for me, maybe they have a little bit of hesitation, what would they experience, or what would you say to them to kind of convince them that this is worth it?
Don't be shy. I know this is intimidating, but it's definitely worth it. As I said before, they prepare you very well. They have a great team that's there with you all the time. So definitely go for it and give it a try.
Now, what was your favorite part? You mentioned quite a few things that you kind of went through during this. So what part stood out to you?
I just think meeting new people and all the girls. I had wonderful pageant sisters, and we had the workshops every month, so just getting together with them was amazing.
Were there things that you initially had thought to expect out of a pageant that you found out weren't that true, that you kind of have those stereotypes, or that people automatically think a pageant is just about beauty? This isn't, though, right?
No, exactly. That's one of the things that I thought. I mean, it's easy, you just stand on stage and look pretty and everything, but there's so much behind that, so much more preparation. And another thing was that I heard that girls were really mean and your pageant sisters, and it's totally not true. I have a really close connection with all of them.
Okay, well, now that you have won, how is this changing your life? What is different about 2015 for you so far?
Well, definitely Miss Ohio Latina had a great impact in me. I had this 360-degree change in my personality and in how I see myself. So that's one of the things that definitely changed for me, my confidence.
Your confidence.
Yes.
Well, yes, and you're carrying yourself very well. You say you were shy. You wouldn't tell that from looking at you and meeting you. So it's done a lot for you. So how are you preparing? Because I know the next step is Miss US Latina. How are you preparing for that?
Well, it's very important to be active in your community. So I have been working a lot with my community and being part of fashion shows and promotions that are allowing me to grow and gain more experience for Miss US Latina.
Now, if somebody wanted to get involved, because I know they obviously have to start early for 2016, so will your predecessor, what do they need to do to get involved right now?
Right now the pageant is going to be in August 22nd, 2016, so we are looking for candidates right now, and you would have to go on to MissOhioLatina.com. You would send in your application and then set up an interview with our with Yasin Kovac, who's our director.
Okay, the director, and she gets you to the right spot, and then you go through the process. So any last-minute advice for girls who maybe think, I don't know, they're hesitating, what would you say?
I just go for it. Just go for it. As I said before, it sounds intimidating, but it's really fun. You will get all the experience you need. all the preparation for it, so you won't be left alone.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Vanessa.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.